it saddens me to have to say that at Yes, our beloved and legendary technical director, senior technical director, Joey Schiavo, passed away over the weekend. And we don't use the word legend that much, but in Joey's case, it certainly fit. This guy knew everybody, did every big event. He was one of the main cameramen on Monday Night Football when Monday Night Football was the thing going on. And Yes is showing a montage of pictures of Joey. And for me personally, Joey was there with me on the road every single show that we did the simulcast. He got the show on the air. And once Yes started simulcasting the show, Joey Schiavo made sure that I never had to worry about anything. I would just step into a room, step behind the microphone, and we were ready to go. And the last time I saw him was Game 5, after Game 5 of the Yankees and the Astros. And he'd been kind of coughing the last couple of months of the year, or season, didn't go to a doctor, and he was forced to finally go. And they found an infection, some kind of mold in his lungs. They put him into a coma to try to get him cleared and get the infection out, and he never got out of the coma. And what a guy. The stories, Don, you spoke with him.
Oh, yeah.
Peter, you met him. The stories were just amazing. He knew great stories about Howard Cosell, about Frank Gifford, about Dandy Dot, everything. Anybody in the business over the last 40 years, Joey Schiavo knew it, and boy, is he going to be missed.
Well, how significant was he? Well, when he took ill, best wishes were sent out by Joe Buck during the World Series.
Yes.
And then after he had passed away yesterday during Sunday Night Football, Al Michaels expressed his condolences.
Wow.
On two of the most watched sporting events in this country, there was time taken to acknowledge him. And sometimes he'd be on the road with me when the last time he did that was I was in Columbus last year doing a Ranger game, and Yes, cameras were there, and he was there. I got to introduce him to some of the Ranger guys, and one of the reasons I wanted to do that was because, A, he's such a great guy, and also tell the Monday Night Football stories. He had so many great stories. He was always there. Going to Yankee Stadium when we were doing the shows from there. He was just such a staple of what we've done since working with Yes, and he is certainly going to be missed.
Well, all I know of him from the couple of years that I'd see him at events, because I really never got to hear any of these stories, was just that he was always kind and warm from the second I showed up. As the new guy in a sort of awkward spot, he was just a friendly face. He was always really, really cool and a total pro. Really sad news.
71 years old and so full of life. And when I found out about it Saturday, I was staggered to the point that I had to sit down. It was just, it was hard to grasp. You know, somebody so full of life just a couple of days ago, and now he's no longer with us, and he leaves behind a family, a couple of young sons as well. And our condolences go out to the Schiavo family. That was a great man. Your dad was a great man. So we will miss you, Joe. Coming back, Landon Collins of the New York Giants. So stick around. Kayla, Greco, Rosenberg, and you right here on Yes and on 88.7 ESPN.